North Head. Now this is called Bullagoola Lookout, I think. Over my shoulder there is the Sydney skyline, outstanding, and just slightly to the right is North Sydney. This whole area, quite often you'll see the ferries coming from Sydney Harbour to Manly or the other way. But definitely worth a visit if you've got a little bit of time up your sleeve. And they have a bus service, public bus service, so check that out. Well, there you have it. I'm walking down an absolutely beautiful track just up near North Head, so it's quite accessible, and they're all well paved footpaths and everything like that, which is great. But it's Australia, and I come across this big snake. Keeping it real, Sydney Opera House behind me, so hopefully I'm not in the road there, and over yonder is the Sydney Harbour. I'm hoping some of that music is not copyright, but there you have it, the Sydney Opera House at its absolute best. Now you may or may not be able to hear me, hopefully you can. This is on one of the lesser known beaches in Northern Beaches in Sydney. And as you can see, there's more than a handful of people here. Real favourite spot. So a lot of the people from the city and the inner west will come up to these beaches. The traffic on the way in and way out certain times is just a nightmare. But apart from that, beautiful beaches. I'm standing in the section here, which is patrolled by the mostly voluntary Surf Lifesaving Club, and apparently there's a new rule here. You can put up these pagodas or whatever they're called, put it up wherever you want, just as long as it's safe. That's your little spot. It does take up a bit more area, but that's just the price they pay. Australians love their beaches. This is why. Oh, look at that. That is outstanding. Absolutely check this out. This is outstanding to the nth degree. Over here we've got the Opera House, and behind me we've got the Harbour Bridge. And this little area is called Milsons Point. It's well worth a visit. You can drive down here and park here. I don't know how much, $6 for 10 minutes or something ridiculous, but hey, you are where you are. And they don't take cash, only credit card. But seriously, that is A1. I'm in DY, and this is the park and ride setup they've got here. So there's a little sign out the front letting you know. It's a pretty big building, take quite a few cars, and when you get in there, this is the, it tells you to go and park on B3. So that's pretty handy. So you've got Vivid now. Vivid starts in next year, probably mid to late May. It runs for 3 weeks, so it ends up being sort of mid to middle of June. That's Vivid. Definitely recommend going and checking that out. And as for the Opera House and Sydney Harbour Bridge, if you go to that place that I told you about earlier on, definitely a great place there. Park, pay what you've got to pay. Now, if you don't want to do that, what you could do is use this whole system. It's called Park and Ride. It's such a brilliant idea by New South Wales government. So what they've done is they've set up these couple of these, or a handful of these parking spots that are free. So you get your Opal card and you go and park your car in there, go and do your bus trip into the city or wherever you're going to do. And then when you come back, you've got about 18 hours to play with. When you come back, the Opal card you've already used on the buses and trams and all that sort of stuff, you then put it up against the receiver on your way out of the car park, and then it knows that you've actually used the whole system. So that's a great idea. Now, if you park yourself down at Narrabeen Caravan Park, it's pretty expensive, but if you park yourself there, it's about a 6-minute drive over to the Park and Drive in Narrabeen, or you can drive all the way up to DY or Brookvale and do the same thing and park in there all day. In fact, as I said before, about 18 hours. So that is just such a major bonus. So I'd heavily recommend you do that. Now, if you found the video helpful, useful and or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do it one day. And if you think the video is worth sharing, I too would appreciate that. So until next time, this is Paul Will Drive, signing off.